Poilievre draws huge crowds. Carney gets media cover. The shocking truth about Chinese interference. As Canada approaches its pivotal federal election, the political landscape is charged with energy and controversy. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre is drawing massive crowds at his rallies, while Liberal leader Mark Carney is facing scrutiny over allegations of Chinese interference in the electoral process. This article delves into the dynamics of the current political climate, the implications of foreign influence, and the contrasting campaign strategies of Poilievre and Carney. Pierre Poilievre has emerged as a formidable force in Canadian politics, captivating audiences with his passionate speeches and clear policy proposals. His recent rally in Edmonton attracted an astonishing 12,000 to 15,000 supporters, a testament to his growing popularity and the effectiveness of his campaign strategy. The energy at these events is palpable, with supporters rallying around Poilievre's promises to tackle pressing issues such as crime, economic stability, and government accountability. Poilievre's ability to connect with voters has been a cornerstone of his campaign. He often shares personal stories that highlight his upbringing and the challenges faced by ordinary Canadians. This approach resonates deeply, as many feel he genuinely understands their struggles. His speeches are characterized by a blend of humor and passion, effectively engaging his audience and fostering a sense of community among supporters. As he walks through the crowd, he often stops to shake hands and pose for pictures, reinforcing the notion that he is accessible and in touch with the people he seeks to represent. Key themes in Poilievre's campaign include law and order, economic resilience, and a commitment to transparency. Poilievre has positioned himself as a champion of public safety, advocating for tougher crime laws and support for victims. This focus resonates with Canadians who are increasingly concerned about safety in their communities, especially in urban areas where crime rates have seen a noticeable uptick. His campaign emphasizes the need for stronger policing and a justice system that prioritizes the rights of victims, aiming to restore faith in public safety measures. In addition to crime, Poilievre has also capitalized on economic concerns that are top of mind for many Canadians. Rising inflation and the cost of living have become significant issues, and Poilievre's economic policies aim to alleviate financial pressures on families. His proposals include tax cuts, reducing the carbon tax, and measures to stimulate job growth, appealing to working-class Canadians. By framing the economic discourse around tangible solutions, Poilievre effectively positions himself as a candidate who is ready to take decisive action. While Poilievre rallies support, Mark Carney's campaign has faced significant challenges. Despite being a well-known figure with a strong background in economics, his recent rally in Richmond, British Columbia, attracted only 600 to 1,000 attendees. This disparity in crowd size raises questions about his campaign's effectiveness and voter engagement. Carney's speeches, while informative, often lack the fiery passion that Poilievre exhibits, leading some critics to label him as overly cautious or lacking charisma. One of the most pressing issues facing Carney is the allegation of Chinese interference in the electoral process. Reports from the Security and Intelligence Threats to Elections Task Force indicate that there are efforts from Beijing to shape public opinion about Carney among Chinese Canadians. This interference is reportedly taking place on platforms like WeChat, where messaging aimed at discrediting Carney has been circulated. The implications of this foreign influence are profound, as they not only threaten the integrity of the electoral process but also raise questions about national security and sovereignty. Carney has vehemently denied any wrongdoing, asserting that he is beholden to no one but the Canadian people. However, the allegations have cast a shadow over his campaign, complicating his efforts to connect with voters and build trust. The narrative of foreign interference is particularly damaging in a political climate where voters are increasingly concerned about sovereignty and national security. Carney's attempts to pivot away from these allegations have been met with mixed results as the media continues to highlight the story. Despite these challenges, Carney is attempting to pivot his campaign by focusing on key issues that resonate with voters. He has promised to enhance healthcare services and support for vulnerable populations, positioning himself as a compassionate leader who understands the needs of everyday Canadians. His proposals include expanding mental health services and improving access to primary care, which are critical issues for many families grappling with the impacts of the pandemic. Carney has also made environmental initiatives a cornerstone of his campaign. His background in finance and economics allows him to advocate for sustainable policies that address climate change while promoting economic growth. His recent proposals include conservation efforts and investments in green technology, aiming to position Canada as a leader in environmental stewardship. This focus on the environment is particularly appealing to younger voters who prioritize climate action and sustainability in their political choices. Recognizing the importance of Quebec in the electoral landscape, Carney is making efforts to connect with voters in the province. However, his struggles with the French language and perceived disconnect from local issues remain significant hurdles. To counter this, Carney has been seen attending community events and engaging with local leaders, hoping to build rapport and foster a sense of trust among Quebec voters. Still, many remain skeptical of his commitment to addressing Quebec's unique challenges. As the election approaches, the battle between Poilievre and Carney is intensifying. Poilievre's ability to draw large crowds and energize his base contrasts sharply with Carney's struggles to gain traction. The allegations of Chinese interference add another layer of complexity to the campaign, influencing voter perceptions and trust. Media coverage plays a crucial role in shaping public opinion during elections. Poilievre's rallies receive extensive media attention, highlighting his popularity and the enthusiasm of his supporters. In contrast, Carney's campaign has been overshadowed by the allegations of foreign interference, which dominate headlines and detract from his policy proposals. This disparity in media coverage further exacerbates the challenges Carney faces, as voters may be swayed by the narratives presented in the news. Polling data indicates that while Carney may have a significant base of support, the enthusiasm for Poilievre is palpable. Many Canadians are looking for a leader who can address their concerns directly and authentically. The stark differences in rally attendance and public engagement suggest that Poilievre is effectively capturing the zeitgeist of the electorate. As voters become more informed about the issues at play, their preferences may shift in response to the candidate's ability to connect and present compelling visions for the future. As the election nears, both candidates will need to sharpen their strategies. Poilievre must maintain the momentum he's built while addressing any criticisms that may arise. Carney, on the other hand, faces the daunting task of overcoming perceptions of weakness and disconnection. The stakes are high, and with voter sentiment shifting, both candidates will need to adapt their messages to resonate with an increasingly diverse electorate. The outcome of this election will hinge on the candidate's ability to resonate with Canadians and address the pressing issues facing the nation. With the stakes higher than ever, voters will be watching closely to see who will emerge as the leader capable of guiding Canada into the future. The political landscape is not just about party loyalty. It is about the candidates' visions, their ability to connect with citizens, and their commitment to addressing the challenges that lie ahead.